Look, this what the real fuckery is though. Like, so like anybody that's ever dissed me or like played with me, they want a record. Right now.
Don't you just love that?
Not really. I ain't getting off on that.
No, not, but just the fact that I turned it around.
Yeah.
To me, it's more so like, man, I can inspire the next nigga. It might be somebody that want to, like y'all said, want to kill theyself. Like, nigga, I ain't never felt like that.
They're watching this
so
shit
the
right
shit
now.
that I've been through, like, I ain't never touched that type of level. It's somebody that want to give it all up for this shit.
Right.
But they able to see me right now and be like, what? Like, hell no. And they could be bigger than me. Like I just said, like, bro, like in the last 6 years, like, I'm 100 million sold and 10 billion streams. I don't even know, like, you know, like I'm so foot on the gas that I don't even know, like, the plaque bigger than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just continuing to roll on and roll on and roll on. Like, even with me being in Atlantic for 4 years, even my executive career, now being at Empire, look at the stuff that I did with Empire. When I left Atlantic, people thought that, man, like, I don't know if this gonna keep continuing work, because at Atlantic, I did A Boogie, Look Back at It, Meek Mill, Dangerous. I did all these different records or whatever. And then I go from there to fucking Empire, and shit. My first song was Baddest by by Young Blue, featuring Chris Brown and 2 Chainz. One of the biggest radio records of the last 12 months. Is a reoccurring record. I don't know if y'all know, but you pray for your record to be called a reoccurring record.
Yeah.
So why they're not even trying to spend money on it, but it's going to keep spending on radio.
No money being spent.
No, it goes into ads. It's a reoccurring. It's forever. It goes into ads.
Exactly.
No matter what,
there's a list of records that radios just keep in rotation.
Then from there, I did all Tink Project. Tink Project about to drop.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? She about to drop next week on the 19th. She's the biggest fucking independent female artist. Like, she's getting more money and she's bigger than the biggest. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she's from Chicago too, right?
Chicago.
Then I was able to keep my hands in a bunch of different shit. I was able to collaborate and do the Fireboy record, Peru with Ed Sheeran and all this other stuff. Like, bro, this shit is easy work. And not only that, I'm more excited than anything about Neek Bucks. He just got his new situation. We about to drop his project. Big features. 2 Chainz, Wiz Khalifa, Tink, all these different people on my dog. My dog from 1 block away from here.
And this nigga been working a long time. I remember me and Clue did a slide mixtape on the app on shit, and we featured him on that shit.
When I met him, he was doing the joint with Steve Stout. How'd that work? Because he was just in the news.
Who that, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh.
You say he was taking all this money from the United.
Oh, no. I had a good time at United Masters.
Oh, you ain't getting no money from that shit was.
Let's not put that out there.
Oh, no, it was out there, the story.
No, it's out there. Like he kept like 7 to 10 million or some shit like that.
So you ain't.
But listen, Stout is a legend.
Made money.
They can't pay the legends enough, okay?
Got it.
So even if he got 7 to 10 million, it wasn't gonna go to somebody's budget that was gonna make them a star. You know what I'm saying? I don't foresee him doing that, but they're gonna carve their money out, my dude. You gotta understand that.
Nick a rap.
Nah, Steve and them did right by me though.
Now, Big is not mic'd up, but I gotta ask this question. Do you give any of this like credit it to God?
Me?
Yeah.
No, my whole career is God-based. Like, I mean, it's God and hard work. Like, if I didn't have put God first or work hard, then I wouldn't really be on nothing. Like, for real, you gotta think about it like, shit, to make it through these type of adversities or whatever, to be on top right now, standing, like, I don't know, I ain't even trying to, like, hold y'all up. Like, these niggas is not getting the type of, you know what I'm saying, favor. They don't have the type of God favor that God has on my life right now. Like, and that's what people were jealous of. And maybe, like, if you a hater, like, because I'm spreading all positive energy. Right. So if you sitting back and you watching and you have any disdain on me, you just jealous of God's favor. It's God's favor they paying me $75,000 a record. It's God's favor that I got a song deal with every major record company in the music business right now. It's God's favor, but I don't think that you get to God's favor without going through the trials and tribulations, my brother.
And that's something you touched on earlier that I wanted to circle back on. You said it so smooth, it came and went, but you alluded to the sacrifices that it took to get to where you are now.
For sure.
And you said something real key. You said, I've sacrificed my whole life. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I don't have any of these other things that people build their lives around. I know plenty of people who go hard when they get kids. That was a turning point. They got a kid, now I gotta go super hard. But I've sacrificed my whole, and there's so many people who are in this for the entertainment or in this for the fun, and in this, but you sacrifice all that stuff, and I don't think people understand.
Does that resonate with you? Because we both sacrifice
like you wouldn't believe. And
that's
every artist,
using condoms ain't a sacrifice.
That's not what I'm talking.
What?
That's not what I'm talking.
I sacrifice promotions, relationships.
No, bro.
No, I get it.
My family didn't like me doing this shit.
No, there are people who dead ass
everything.
don't. There are dead ass people who don't talk to me. There are people who are mad at me for shit that I tried to help them out with, who are pissed at me.
That's all of us. That's part of this game.
Yo,
that's part of the music.
You gotta hear where I'm coming from.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
When I'm consulting and I'm talking to these kids, and they're talking to me about all the things they want to do, and I tell them, okay, if this is what you want, here's what it's gonna take. And they instantly look at me and say, nah, I don't take that. Why? Because they're on Instagram looking at somebody like Berg who's showing the highlights of his life, and that's what they think it takes. And when he said, I've sacrificed my life to get to this point, that's the part they don't see. They see the highlights. And that's what I'm trying to touch on now.
What you about to say?
What it takes is more than what some people are willing to give up.
But the doc is coming.
Of course, yeah.
But just because a man isn't married, just because a man is married or have kids, don't mean he's not sacrificing his whole shit.
No, I didn't say that.
He didn't have time to do that. I got a daughter. I'm married. I sacrificed my whole life for this shit. My wife didn't meet me until later. A nigga tried to murder me in 2001. I survived. I had to learn to walk again. That was behind music,
But you just
nigga.
said, what did you say earlier? With your parents?
My parents didn't want me to do none of this shit.
That's a sacrifice.
But all of
Your pops thought you was a drug dealer, my nigga.
Listen. My father thought I was drug dealing until Corona.
Yeah.
So look,
This is real shit.
Let's put a blanket statement on it. Like, when you really want this, like you really want it, sacrifices must be made.
Yes.
My sacrifices might not be yours.
Yours,
and
exactly.
vice versa. But you're going to sacrifice a
might
portion
weigh the
of your
same.
life. You're just going to take something away from you.
Relationships,
For you
money.
to be where
It's
you wanna
something
be.
of high value.
Exactly.
Yeah, very high.
And you have to be able to say, no, this is more
The
important.
only reason I say that for me is because it's like, damn, like, I went through all that. Now I'm like an 8-figure nigga. And I don't got, like, how am I going to meet a girl? She gotta meet me on an elevated level. Does she really fuck with me? Is she even, do she wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is this at a ground level that you wanna have children with? It just come with so many different barriers of what's going on.
Would you believe her if she said to you, I don't like
No,
young
fuck
Berg,
no, but I love this shit. Yo,
See?
but I'd rather be an
I'm a
8-figure
kid-
nigga with having
with
these
the
problems than
worries.
be a broke nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
With, you know, like,
You
I'ma
made
tell
the
you-
trade. You made the sacrifice. The only thing I'm pointing out is that part doesn't get highlighted. People don't see that part. And when I have to tell them that this is what it costs, they don't believe me.
It
And
ain't
you
for
saying
them.
that, I know that, but they don't want to hear me telling that. Because
When we walk-
then a nigga like Math is calling me a dream killer.
No,
when I
but
look him in the face and say it's not you.
no.
Now I'm the dream
every
killer.
one of us,
man.
every one of us that walked this journey, real
Right.
talk, none of us thought it was gonna be over fucking night, nigga. Niggas knew they was gonna have to put some fucking work in, they was gonna have to build, they was gonna have to do something, and then I'm gonna get my motherfucking shine.
I'm not talking about us. I'm not talking about
You talking
us.
about the frontal lobe not developed niggas?
Listen.
Yo, but look,
Listen,
check
listen.
this out. Let me say this though. This what the funniest thing is to like what people can see from this interview and like the whole trials and tribulations. The shit that happened to me, like going to the concentration camp in the school, is more traumatic than even the foolery with young bird
With the
shit, you know what I'm
Samoans
saying?
and the beans.
Yeah, like that shit was more. That shit was more traumatic than that little foolishness.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard? Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard?